Solar incentives generally fall into a few categories. Federal tax credits, which there's still some available, state level incentives, which obviously vary widely by state, utility rebates or programs, which depend on your provider, and net metering credits, where you earn for excess production on your roof. There's also some property tax exemptions and some sales tax exemptions as well. So federal tax credits. There was a federal energy tax credit filed under IRS Form 5695, which ended in December 31st, which is why you hear about the tax credit going away. But in fact, there's still commercial tax credits that even a homeowner could take advantage of, because we're very creative in the solar industry. For example, there's some finance options coming out where you can actually lease the system for a time, gain the credit via the pricing through the leasing servicer, and then actually buy the system after a few years. And this allows you to leverage that tax credit essentially in your lease pricing and then purchase it later. Tax credits in general are a dollar for dollar reduction of your tax liability, not a refund. And if you don't owe enough in taxes this year, unused credit can carry forward. In fact, one of my clients, for one of my clients, the carry forward was more exciting than his $15K tax refund that he got for installing solar in his home last year. So whether you personally qualify or not depends on your specific tax situation, and that's where I really have to stop, because we're solar consultants, not tax professionals. And whether you can use this credit, how much, when, that requires you actually know your tax liability, first of all, and of course, getting that wrong could cost you money. But also the right person to ask or talk to is your CPA, your tax preparer, your financial advisor. They'll always tell you the credit exists and what it generally is, and we will too, but we will never tell you what it means for your return. That's up to the professionals in your arena. In Florida, we have a net metering currently at full value, meaning that it's a one-for-one exchange with the grid. There's no state income tax to apply credits against. Maryland, there's net metering with program caps. For example, they have an active SREC market, which means solar residential energy credits. It's essentially a financial market that monetizes or securitizes the power production on your roof. And essentially, those financial guys sitting in Wall Street buy it from you. Consult a professional for that financial impact. In Texas, there's no traditional net metering. It is a deregulated market, but buyback plans do exist through their retail providers. And there are really great battery storage economics there as well. So definitely look into a battery option. The right incentive picture depends entirely on where you live. And we cover this in our state-specific guides on our website. You don't need to figure out your own tax situation before exploring solar. Let's just first see what's possible, and then we can talk about the numbers. A solar savings review can show you the system economics. The incentives are included at a high level, and when you're ready to move forward, your tax pro can confirm what applies to you personally. Our job is to give you that accurate, honest information, not hype, not guarantees. And so if you're curious what the numbers could look like for your home, and we tell everyone this, solar doesn't work for every single home, and that's okay. But without the sales pressure, we can just look, no nonsense view, and do a free review based on your electric bill. So my link's in the bio, or send us a message and we'll get that scheduled.